Yesterday I was asking Padma, can I get all the salary details in my mobile? The moment I click the teacher's name, I can know whether when the salary is paid by check or bank transfer or through phone pay. Same voice, the pending bills of shops. How did we pay? Because yesterday, till last month, we paid by check, and yesterday suddenly she came and told me we should pay it by phone pay. So I said, can I have a record? Because tomorrow they say the check has not come to them. I can tell them we are paid by phone pay or Google Pay or Beam Pay or whatever it is. And the same voice on the construction at present going on in Devanahalli to keep the teakwood, which we have trimmed it, 400 teakwood branches were trimmed. That wood is cut into two, three different pieces for future uses to be stored. We are constructing a shed and to keep the rocky grass which the surrounding people are donating for the cows. That file do we have separate? Can I click here and find out how much we spent, how many days the workers worked, etc.? She said that I don't know. I said, never use the term I don't know. Always try to tell. I will try to make it so that it makes things easier. To try to tell I don't know is the greatest chanchala, is the greatest disconnecting factor of the people that can drag you to an unconscious state of defeat. And that unconscious state of defeat can make you diseased. Disease creates fear. And when you have fear, you attack people. And you cannot come out of that chain, break that chain. And according to our principle, anything said by a senior, you have to only say, yes, Rosh, means go ahead. Never, even if it is not possible, also you never say no. You will always make an attempt. That life can stop poverty, war, distractions. Poverty, war, distractions are the culmination of your excuses. George Washington Carver, born on 1864 in Missouri in US, died on 5th January 1943 in Alabama in the United States, was an American agricultural scientist, an inventor who promoted alternative crops to cotton and methods to prevent soil depletion. He was the most prominent black scientist of the early 20th century. George Washington Carver said 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. Yes. 99% of the people, George Washington Carver said, have the habit of making excuses, and that is the first step of failure. In our Indian society, not a single child except the city children keeps barking back, talking back, bookish knowledge. No, not like this, not like that. It is this, it is that. For that, you spend money to send them to international school, to the best schools, to attack the parents, not to listen but to bark. Hence, the society, the city society became greedy, possessive. Backstabbing and lies has become their way of life. But in our real society, which is spread 85% spread into the villages, not a single child talks back. There is no need to talk back because in Japanese society also they say after the age of 35 do not advise anybody. There's no need to advise. You carry on with the new path and always the parents are there to support. Yes. 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. The one excuse is watching the mobile non-stop. Another one is seeing the films. Third one is talking to somebody else. You forget to look into your power. My children who comes from the village says, men comes home in the evening, removes the dress, including the underwear. Mana Maryadilla, gents means shameless characters, gents. They remove everything and then they put on another dress, take a tea and they run. Where are they running? To which wife's house? They run to the main road to discuss politics. And when will they come back? And this lady knows when the men are hungry, they stop the conversation, come running. They eat the food, rush up and sleep. Did they discuss anything in the house? Somebody went and asked Mother Teresa, how to create peace in the world. Mother Teresa said, please go back home and create peace. Please, men, go back to your house. The 8 hours, 10 hours you spend in the factories and offices, and you said, himse means they are torturing us, they're not increasing in salary. Please come back and increase the salary, happiness of your wife and your children. The electricity, the plumbing, the sanitary, the masonry, the carpentry, painting, children's growth, melting the children, to make them understand, to listen from them and then to correct them. Melting with your wife and then try to find out. You build up a kitchen garden. You understand rainwater harvesting and you find out how much rainwater you were able to collect and how much you have been able to use on that particular day. The solar, which when you are out in the offices, the wife and the other family members collected, how much solar you were able to collect so that you can store it in other batteries and you can illuminate your whole house, and excess you can donate or share to the other people too, or you can sell it. The wind is coming. How much vegetables, grass we were able to grow. How much we have cleaned up the house. First save, then spend. These are the excuses telling my wife is wrong, my children is wrong, everybody is wrong. You have not even lifted the face of your lover to look right into the eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, the ears of his. If you know to do that, you'll do it with the children, with your father and mother, with your totally forgotten, disconnected. They have lifted your face and hugged and kissed you a million times, including the hugged and kissed your bum and your kundi also. But you have forgotten even that. Once you can do that, you will love the trees and the natural animals around you. You will give them freedom. You will not grow them to send it to the butcher's house to cut. That is, you think you have brought up the goat and after 2 years send it for cutting and you made that money. That is the major poverty. Love will move mountains and oceans, goes the saying. George Washington Carver said 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. No excuses. The last drop of your talent to be removed, like the edge of cows. One drop is left. You started the first day of your death, just sickness. You can see a vast ocean of jnana opening, and that jnana, inside the jnana hides that happiness and wealth.